Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have been gone for so long, and this is I think now like the 10th time I'm trying to record this video because I don't know why I'm nervous, but I am. Anyways guys, I'm so glad to be back. Today's video is going to be about a study update. I want to update you guys on where I am in the process, what I'm doing, what I've changed, all that good stuff. I've been getting a lot of questions on social media and on my comments about, what books I'm using, any tips, tricks. So all of that is going to be in this video, so stay tuned. Alrighty guys, so I have a lot to catch you guys up on. I didn't upload all of December, so I gotta tell y'all the tea. And the tea is, unfortunately, I have decided to push back law school until fall 2020 because I'm just not where I want to be as far as my score. I told you guys in my last video that I got a 147 on the November LSAT. And I mean, I wasn't surprised, as I said, but clearly I wanted something a little bit higher than that. And in my diagnostics, I just haven't been doing great. I'm at the same place I was in November, and I have not stopped studying. I have been studying for 9 months. I studied for like I think 6 or 7 months and up until my November LSAT, and after I got my score, I jumped right back into studying. I didn't waste any time. So I've been at it for a while. I have been self-studying with various material, but that's where I am at now, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you and say, I feel like I'm doing great. I'm not doing great. It's okay though. I mean, trust me, when the realization hit me, I was like bawling my eyes out, like having a panic attack, but gave myself a day to sleep on it, to, look at the positive side of things. And that's where I'm at, y'all. At the end of the day, the goal is to become a great lawyer, and that doesn't really have a timeline. So I'm just gonna buckle down and study for these next 6 months. I am planning to take the June LSAT, and that is because, if you guys don't know this yet, for any LSAT takers or anybody who's planning to take the LSAT, starting July, LSAC is doing a transition to digital testing, so everything is now going to be on a tablet, which personally, I don't know how I feel about that, just because I am a pen and paper gal. Like, I just feel like technology really be playing you sometimes. I really do. Like, you can have a glitch, and this test is too expensive and too important to be having no glitch. So I'm a pen and paper type of girl. Starting July, half and half is going to be pen and paper, and the other half is going to be on a tablet. So what that means is, if you go to their website, lsac.org, you will see that that is the best practice for switching from one method of testing to another method. So they're going to do that in North America first, and then they're eventually going to be all tablets. So the catch of registering for a July LSAT is that you won't know which one you're gonna get. And to me, I'm not with that, because I need to know everything about the environment that I'm going into to take a test. And if I don't know what to prepare for, whether to bring pens, erasers, pencils, and a sharpener, or if I'm not gonna need that and I'm gonna be on a tablet, I'm just not with it. Now, they have included a kind of digital seminar on the website to kind of introduce you on how the test is going to look like. So if you are a fan of digital, go ahead. To each his own. So keep that in mind if you're registering for June and July. June is going to be the last one that's all pen. Why do I keep saying pen? You don't use pen on the LSAT, girl. Pencil and paper. June is going to be the last pencil and paper administration for the LSAT in North America. I don't know about any other territories. So now on to what I have been using for self-studying. Now, it is up to everyone what they want to do to study and what they can afford to study. Tutoring, especially LSAT tutoring, is expensive. And it's not always guaranteed that it's going to work for you. I made a conscious choice to self-study because I was not going to shell out $2,300 for a Kaplan prep course. And that's pretty uniform in the industry, is in the thousands of dollars for prep courses. And I'm not with that. I'm trying to save my coins. So I chose to self-study. I have been using a bunch of material, which I'm going to show you in a minute. I have shown it before, but I'm just going to refresh you guys on what I've been using. And I am also going to mention some awesome material that I have been using in collaboration with a fellow YouTuber. But first, let me cover the books. So for my self-studying, I studied with this bad boy. This is the official LSAT SuperPrep. Now this has, I'm not going to say it's in-depth because it's not, but it does cover every section, and then it gives you, as you guys can see, practice tests. It gives you 3 practice tests. Ooh, let me cover my scores now. But yeah, this was a great intro. This is literally the first thing that I bought. It was a great intro. It has explanations for the prep tests of what the right answers are and why they're right, which is helpful. But by no means should this be the only book that you get. No, you need books, honey. So that was the first one. That I got at Barnes & Noble's, and it was $28. Yeah, these books are not cheap, you guys. They're not cheap, so keep that in mind. And do your research. I personally did my research and did price matching. There was really no difference in pricing between Amazon and Barnes & Noble, so I just went with Barnes & Noble's. If you, by any chance, find anything cheaper on Amazon, go for it. Next up, after using that one, I realized that I needed way more help with logic games. Way more help. So I got this bad boy. This is the Barron's LSAT logic games review. This is amazing, you guys. I can't say it enough. I really can't. This just has so many explanations, so many practice and drills. What's great about this is that first, before you even jump into a logic game, it teaches you what you need to know to even understand a setup. So it goes from kind of general theory to then game specific theory, and then it teaches you how to apply that. So if you have been studying for the LSAT, you know that that's the best way to study. You have to learn the fundamentals, and then you have to learn the fundamentals for each type of question, and then you have to apply that to questions. So this is life, y'all. Life. Okay. This is the second edition, and it was $24.99 at Barnes & Noble's. Not cheap, y'all. So then I picked up this big old textbook from Barron's. I got Barron's because I really loved the LSAT logic games one, and I was like, why not? So this book is similar to this book in that it goes into each section. However, this book is more like this book in that it goes into that style of teaching you, like I said, it teaches you the fundamentals, and then it teaches you the fundamentals for each type of section and each question type within that section. Love this book. Love it. This was $34.99 at Barnes & Noble's. So, and then I also picked up a book of only prep tests. So this is 10 actual official LSAT prep tests, volume 5. Now, this has been a lifesaver. So that is what I am using so far. Like I told you guys, I don't feel like it has been enough. So I am looking into online prep courses. I've heard great things about 7 Sage, great things about Test Max. So I'm looking into those because I've come to the conclusion that this just is not cutting it for me. Now I also want to tell you guys of this awesome YouTuber who reached out to me. His name is Steve Schwartz. He is the founder of LSAT Blog. He reached out to me through email to kindly give me free resources. These are guides and materials that he has created himself. He got a 175 on his LSAT, so I was like, of course, duh, no brainer. He gave me a variety of free resources, so all his guides for logical reasoning, reading comprehension, and the logic games. He has these awesome cheat sheets that just give you like a brief overview of how you should approach things, keywords to look for, all of these little insider tips and tricks that I think are great. I will say that for me, I used it more for the logical reasoning section because that's what I am kind of struggling with right now. And overall, I think these materials are great for someone like me who has already taken the exam and is kind of going back in to a study schedule and looking to refine skills. Overall, I loved the materials. Honestly, I can say that. I'm not getting anything out of telling you guys that. I believe his YouTube name is LSAT blog. So if you go to YouTube and you click in and you search in the search bar LSAT blog, he will come up. His name is Steve Schwartz. He's amazing. His videos are also really helpful, you guys. He has so much content. Like, if you want any insider tips and tricks, go to LSAT blog. Trust. So go check out my friend, you guys. His name is Steve Schwartz, LSAT blog. You won't regret it. So yeah, guys, that is about all I wanted to update you guys on. I told you materials that I'm using, where I'm at in my study process, where I'm at in the law school application process. I guess I just want to end by telling everybody, like, you know, this process is hard. A lot of people don't understand how hard it is. Looking back now, one of my major mistakes was underestimating how hard this process is, and this test is a beast. So if you are one of those people who is considering going to law school and taking the LSAT, please do not underestimate how big of a beast this exam is. Give yourself time. Know that you're going to fail. That is okay. Failure is a lesson. Don't be so hard on yourself, because there are people who have taken this 3-4 times and still are struggling. And, you know, be honest with yourself. Be realistic with yourself. If you're one of those people who, you know, has trouble sticking to a study schedule, don't tell yourself that you're going to be ready in 3 months, because you're not. 3 months is not enough. You need at least 6 months to a year to study for this exam, because you're studying new things. You're studying a new way of thinking that you're not used to. So imagine showing up to high school and thinking that you're going to learn 4 years of material in 6 months. That's crazy. You would graduate with a GPA of 0.0. So be realistic, you guys, and don't get down on yourself, and don't give up. Don't tell yourself, oh, this is not meant for me. What am I doing? I'm not going to be a lawyer. This is meant for you, and what is meant for you will be, okay? And everything happens when it's supposed to happen. So just give yourself a little grace. Love yourself a little bit. Give yourself a day if you want to just like cry about it. Drink a bottle of wine. I did. And then get back to it. Get back to it. Remember your why. Remember why you're doing this. Remember why this is your dream and why it's important to you. And that's all that matters, okay? So that is it for now, you guys. I am trying to stick to a filming schedule. Like I said, I started a new study schedule, so that's my priority right now. But I promise to be more consistent this year with YouTube and not be gone for so long. As always, I love you guys. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for reaching out on social media. Thank you to everyone who has been giving me advice, who has been, you know, who has been in my shoes, who is DMing me or leaving me comments of encouragement. It's so appreciated, and I love y'all so much. Thank you. Bye.
You lift my heart up when the rest of